Hello.
Hello,
Welcome to my class.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So, welcome to my class. So, before we proceed, I want to introduce myself. My name is Teacher Abby. Okay? So, how about you? What's your name?
I'm Tina.
So, hello. Nice to meet you. So, how are you?
I'm 32 years old.
So, how are you? Are you okay? Are you doing good?
How are you? Very well today. Thank you. What about you?
I'm also fine. Thank you for asking. So, are you ready for today's lesson?
Let's be okay.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen right now. So, here, can you see my screen?
Compare topic
Yeah.
25.
Yes. So, our topic for today is about the topic 25 entitled Compare Different Products. So, here we got the objectives. So, at the end of the lesson, you are expected to learn useful structures and expressions to compare different products. You can practice and apply expressions to compare different products. So, we have the table of content. The first page is about the context, the second one is the useful of language, and the number three is practice. So here we have the symbols of class and activity types. We have the select and move, circle, match, fill in the blank, tick and cross, and speak. So we have the first page, the context. So let me adjust our camera first. So here. So guess what is okay, wait a minute. I have a okay. So here, wait a minute. Okay. Again, so I'm going to adjust our camera first. So I want you to guess what is happening in the picture.
The picture she have she have two telephones.
All right, very
Uh,
good. What else?
tele- telephone. To telephone and orders for clothes.
Mm-hmm. So I have a question. If you are going to compare a cell phone, so what would you say?
Telephone, telephone and orders to clothes. Màu sắc. Color and
Mm-hmm.
orders to color. Yeah. And
Very good.
gì nữa ta?
Is that all?
Đã quên màu sắc. That's all. Teacher help me.
Okay. Very good. So for that, your idea is correct. So I will give you a trophy. So let's now find out on how we can compare different products. Okay. So here we will have the useful of language. We will learn how to compare different products. Okay. So the first one. In comparing a product, you need to make comparison. You can actually say that I think this one is cheaper than that one. Okay? You can actually say that I think this one is more expensive than that one. You make comparison about the two things. How about in the next picture? I think this one is lighter than that one. And you can actually say that I think this one is heavier than that one. Okay? You make comparison about the two things you are looking for. So again, you can actually say that in making comparison, you will use this sentence. I think this one is cheaper than that one. I think this one is more expensive than that one. Okay? So can you actually
Okay.
say what I've said? Can you repeat?
I think this one is cheaper than that one.
Very
I
good.
think this one is I think this one is more expensive than that one. I think this one is link
Lighter.
lighter, lighter than that one. I think this one is heavier than that one.
Very good. So again, how can you read this word?
Cheaper,
Cheaper.
cheaper,
Very good. How about this one?
more expensive,
All right. So how this one?
lighter,
Very good. And this one?
heavier.
Very good. So for that, I will give you another trophy. So again, in making comparison, you need to use this sentence in comparing two things. Like it is more cheaper, more expensive, more lighter, or much heavier. Okay? So let's have the next slide. So this is an example again of making comparison. You can actually say that that thing is more useful or easier to use. I think this one is more useful than that one. I think this one is easier to use than that one. Okay? So this is an example picture. As you can see, they say that this is more useful than that one, easier to use. So, again, in making comparison, you can actually use the word more useful or easier to use in making a comparison. So, again, how can we use this one?
Think this one is more useful than that one. I think this one is easier to use than that one.
Very good. So, for that, I will give you another reward. So, here, this is pronounced as use.
Use,
Very good. Use.
use.
Very good. So, let's have the next slide. So, in making comparisons to a product, you need to use or ask for other options. So, in asking about other options, you need to use these questions like, do you have? You need to use these key questions. Do you have? Do you have? Do you have? Like this. Do you have any smaller ones? If you are looking for somewhat a clothes, then you want to ask for your kids, so you need a smaller ones. So you will ask them, do you have any smaller ones? You can actually ask them like that. And if you are looking for a